Hello, and welcome to the base, big and small screens. This week, I would like to talk to you about Bon Cop, Bad Cop. Now, this is a wonderful, very uniquely Canadian movie. I've seen it years ago when it came out in theaters. Loved it. Of course, had to pick it up. It stars Patrick Huard and Colm Feore as the two main cops. It's a buddy cop movie. For those of you who are familiar with the genre, stars Colm Feore as Martin Ward and Patrick Huard as David Bouchard. Now, Martin is our cop from Toronto, uh, possibly Ottawa. I can't remember the exact one. Is it where? No, Toronto. It says right here on the back. He is from Toronto, and David Bouchard is from Quebec, English and French. Uh, there is a very particular divide. They're also very different in their styles. Uh, Martin, he's very buttoned down. He's a very by the book type cop. Mr. Bouchard, David there is very fly by the seat of his pants. He's the kind of one that would be he would be the Riggs if you put this in the Murtaugh and Riggs dynamic. And they are forced to work together because of an investigation where people are coming up not only murdered, but with tattoos uh, put on them. And each tattoo starts leading them to the next crime. Uh, it all revolves around hockey, amusingly enough. But the one fellow was dropped out of a helicopter right on the border between Ontario and Quebec, which is what gets these two guys working together. They both have their own captain, who they're both different as well. It is an amazing action comedy movie. Uh, if any of you have ever seen any good action comedy movies, this I would rank right up there with them. But it also is, as I said, uniquely Canadian because it takes place all in Canada, pretty much. There is a whole bunch of wonderful things going on. Very, very, very Canadian sense of values. The difference between French and English, the cultures clash that goes on there, um, and it's absolutely bizarre. The reasoning behind it. Some of the people that the victims, their names are well, one guy's name is his last name is literally Buttman. Yeah, there's a woman with the last name of Flab Cheeks. This is the kind of humor. It's a little juvenile at times, but it is amazing. There's wonderful chemistry between our main two guys here. They play off each other very, very well. Very, very subtle humor mixed in with all the juvenile fun stuff. Good action beats that happen, and some definitely a couple terrifying moments with the bad guy before everything is brought to a satisfactory close. Um, so yeah, it is one of those movies that, as a Canadian, I feel strongly about recommending because while it is definitely a hyper stylized version of Canada that you see in here, because it's an action movie. It's a buddy cop action movie. Things are going to be, very action oriented, very hyper stylized, and so on like this. Um, it's still a good representation of Canada. There's, it's just amazing. I can't say too much more about it than that because I don't want to spoil any of the amazing things that happen in this movie. Uh, so yeah, you should check out Bon Cop Bad Cop because there's a sequel coming. I've heard Bon Cop Bad Cop 2 with the tagline of "Don't worry, America, we've got your back." So I'm kind of interested in seeing what happens there. Probably these two guys have to go to America because of a jurisdictional issue. I don't know, but it promises to be interesting. Uh, so yeah, I'm looking forward to the sequel, which is part of the reason why I'm recommending Bon Cop Bad Cop. Uh, so I'm not going to say too much more about it because it's really one of those movies you have to see for yourself. You got to see it to believe it. So as always, until next time, remember, if you like what I'm doing, please give that like button a tap. Give that subscribe button a tap as well if you haven't already, so you can be kept apprised of when I do new videos. Usually try and get at least one video out a week, if not more. And throw a comment in the comment section if you've seen Bun Cop Bad Cop. Do you know of any other movies like this? This similar, unique to your culture or whatnot that you think I'd be interested in? Please throw a comment in that comment section. Let me know so I can track it down and check it out. Uh, and until next time, my friends, remember, check out Bun Cop Bad Cop. You might like it. And I'll see you next time.